You can't get lost in the daily routines and the hype of what we do on the floor and forget, why we're here.
Steph Curry is basketball's distinguished sharpshooter, an NBA champion and back-to-back MVP, after becoming the league's first unanimous selection to win the award. His growing acclaim raises expectations.
It definitely becomes harder to stay at that level because you have a bullseye on your back, you're under a bigger, I guess you call it a bigger microscope, and there's much more scrutiny, criticism, praise, all that you have to deal with.
Steph had to first deal with being overlooked, attending small Davidson College when big universities offered no recruiting interest. NBA scouts then questioned his size and skill set prior to the 2009 draft, before the struggling Golden State Warriors took him with the 7th pick.
Are there days when you come in here and you're thinking, how did I get here?
100%. There are times where I think back to when I was drafted and didn't know exactly the direction we were going, a losing team, and to now where we're playing for championships and have a huge stage to play on every single night we step foot on the floor. So it's an amazing journey and something I'm grateful of the entire journey to get here.
Here is Oracle Arena, home of the Warriors and hub for a rabid national and local fan base.
For a Carolina kid, what makes the Bay Area a great place to play and to pour into?
The Bay Area is just so culturally diverse, and there's so many different people from different backgrounds, and it's obviously a beautiful landscape. You got obviously the Bay, you got San Francisco, Oakland. So there's just a lot of variety in a very small space. You can tell the people who live here love it, and they receive us on the basketball floor so well. They support us. They're passionate fans and care about what the Warriors are up to.
A team that's up to being the league's elite, with Steph's signature three-point shot resetting his own NBA record in each of the past 3 seasons.
What for you is the most important component to your outside shooting?
Consistency with your base and fundamentals. So you look at the greatest shooters in basketball history, not one person shoots like another person. They all have a very unique form, but they're the ones that can repeat that form over and over and over again with little change each time, so that they are a more accurate shooter when it's pressure time or when they're open, not open, whatever.
On your release, what are you looking at? Where's your focus?
It's on the rim as I'm shooting. After I shoot, when the ball's halfway up towards the rim, I kind of stare at the ball just to see how it's rotating, see what line it's on. You usually know at that point whether you're going to make it or miss it. And then you lock back on the rim to hopefully see that ball go right through the net.
His scoring skills are on a fast break of their own, quick enough to earn Steph a reputation as the NBA's greatest shooter ever. But of all the shots that the Billboard Wonder treasures, it's the sure shot that anchors his soul.
I've learned well from my parents. They set a very, very high standard of who you are, what you believe, and how Jesus can work through you on a daily basis should be at the forefront, and that should be able to navigate you through whatever life situation you're in, and to not be ashamed of that.
His dad, Del Curry, played 16 NBA seasons. Growing up in a basketball family gave Steph a nurturing model shared among teammates.
The brotherhood that is on this team runs deep, and we know there are a lot of guys that are similar in faith. How does the Christianity, the brotherhood among brothers, play into that?
You ask anybody in their walk of faith, it's all about finding accountability partners and finding people that can encourage you in your walk. Knowing nobody's perfect, we all have very similar temptations, struggles through our entire walk of faith. So for us on the court, we all grind and compete on the floor, so why not grind and compete in our spiritual walk together as well.
The overlap for both player and person becomes intentional.
We have a group chat, we call it the discipleship group, where we share Bible verses every single day and kind of do a Bible study through text message. Every game day, we have 10, 11 guys show up for the 30-minute Bible study and prayer service. Daily encouragement, that's the biggest thing.
Steph shares encouragement from his platform, donating chemically treated bed nets internationally by every three-pointer he makes with a Nothing But Nets campaign.
How satisfying, Steph, is that for you to be able to impact lives a half a world away?
It's definitely gratifying to know we're saving lives. Malaria is a devastating disease, especially for kids under the age of 5. And so families in Africa who are in malaria prevalent areas, those parents can't protect their young ones from a mosquito bite and the negative effects of malaria without our help and without these nets. And This isn't an issue that we can eradicate. It's something that's preventable, and we're on that mission.
Steph Curry, the basketball shotsmith, double dribbles his discipleship into the game he plays and into the lives he influences outside of it.
That's the hardest part, with how crazy society is and the pace of our life right now. You have to be able to continue to get fed every single day because there are distractions left and right. Find ways to impact people with how you walk, whether you say anything or not, that they can see something that's different about you and how you carry yourself. And that's a follower of Jesus.